So what does it mean for the future of the office? Do you remember that, the office? Come on, you remember. Something you used to go... That's right. You used to get up in the morning, and instead of just rolling over in bed under the duvet and pressing Zoom and saying to the boss, "Morning! Yes, I'm here, I'm working. Oh, wow, I'm going flat out." And then just going back to sleep or arranging to have a coffee or whatever with your mates. You used to get on a train or a bus or possibly even a car and go to the office, yes. But what of the future of the office with so many of you working from home? Jeremy Steen is Managing Director of the British Contract Furnishing Association, carried out extensive research, joins me now. Mr. Steen, just a sentence on the background to your association and what you were seeking to find out. Morning to you.
Morning, Nick. Essentially, we represent the manufacturers of not just workplace furniture, but also the hospitality furniture as well, which is key, and it's all completely linked. So the question is the office dead? Is absolutely vital for us.
How did you do your survey, and what did you find? What are your conclusions and your view on that?
Well, we hired up independent consultants who did their independent research, talking to psychologists, HR, business professionals, etc. And the major findings are yes, it's a major cultural change, a big shift. This has all been written up before, but it's long term. It's not like a light switch. You can't go if at a point where we can go back to the office, that message goes out. It's not going to happen quickly. So the major findings of what we looked at was home working versus office working versus a form of blended working. And yes, there were great productivity benefits that came out of the move to home working. 85% of businesses registered an improvement in productivity, and 63% then showed it was over 20%. So there are plus sides from home working. But we looked at what was behind that and how people were working. And some of the things that came out of that were loneliness and isolation. Right. 20% of the people we surveyed showed that they were lonely. They didn't feel supported. Only 15% of them wanted to stay home working. So there were big questions coming out, and businesses need to consider, and also government.
Well, that was going to be my final point. Actually, you've almost asked the question for me. So, from the work that you've done with the British Contract Furnishing Association, what does the government need to take from it, and what do employers need to take from it? Jeremy Steen.
Well, I'll start with employers. Employers need to think long term. I mean, the problem they have is they can't think long term because the landscape keeps shifting. But they need to create a business culture which is about flexible working, and that's a mix of office working and home working. So people are able to come to office, have meetings, engage with and build their team culture. That's the thing that's missing from home working. It's all those things about working with colleagues and all the benefits, creativity, innovation, all the things that we get out of office working. And they need to build that into their future. And the rush to home working, they need to stop and pause and think. Now, as far as the government goes, they need to give certainty. I mean, the constant shifting of are we working at home, are we coming to the office? We need to move beyond that and say medium and long term. If they want the economy to recover quickly, business needs certainty, and they need to be able to plan. So that's the message for both of them.
Thanks for your time this morning. Jeremy Steen, you're Managing Director of the British Contract Furnishing Association, carrying out that extensive research into what might be or not the future of the office.